a champion from the mortal world would light our darkest hour. Your courage and nobility shine out across this realm, blinding our enemies.
I thank you, Lady Ariel. Your song will not be silenced again.
I know you will do all you can, for this is your hour. Go forth with my blessing and show all creation why the Nephilim are the future.
Can you help Tyrael? His faith is shaken.
There is a shadow upon his heart, but it will pass. Remember, he chose to be a mortal, and he must overcome this despair as a mortal.
I understand, but we have little time.
Have faith in him. Of all the archangels, his light has always shone the brightest. In this our darkest hour, he will ensure that justice prevails.
What are you going to do now?
Though the angelic host is scattered, we are not defeated. I will try to rally them as best I can.
Do you believe Diablo can be defeated?
Only in the light that lies within you, Nephilim. I will take heart from it and hope for your victory. The future is ever writing itself. Unknowable, just beyond sight and touch.
Only once in the history of Sanctuary has a Nephilim been as powerful as you. His name was Odyssean.
Aldician? But he is just a myth, a lesson in selflessness.
He was no myth. Because of his noble sacrifice, I saw the inherent potential in your kind. As such, I voted with Ariel to spare mankind from annihilation.
I'm grateful. I'll be sure to vote that we spare the angels when that time comes.
You jest, but that day is not impossible.
You can see the future?
I see the myriad streams of possibility, all intertwining and weaving into one another. I can hear them echoing forward into eternity.
How do you choose a path, then?
I am not called to be a champion, as you are. My role is simply to observe.
The battle approaches. What says the Scroll of Fate?
Doom and darkness. These heavens ruined. The angelic host broken. Diablo victorious.
So the scroll is wrong.
As I have said, Nephilim, your destiny is unwritten. You alone may change these dark times.
You've said that the Crystal Arch is the heart of heaven. Tell me about it.
It is older than time itself, and over the eons, this shining realm took shape around it. It thrums with living light and sound that courses through the very fabric of the Silver City.
The angels are birthed from it as well?
Yes, like musical notes in a grand chorus. Angels are the manifestation of the Arch's intrinsic harmony. The purest expressions of this harmony were my brethren, the Archangels.
I see little harmony in this place.
Yes, but hope has returned. And as you mortals are fond of saying, it is not over yet. I fear that if we defeat Diablo, Leah's innocent spirit will die with him.
I refuse to believe that. No matter how long it takes, I won't rest until her soul is at peace. When the angels voted to decide humanity's fate, who voted against us?
Imperius. Malthael abstained, but it was counted against you.
Malthael? I've not heard of this angel.
He was wisdom itself, until his disappearance. The Angiras Council has been broken, ever since.
What happened to Malthael?
Long ago, when Anarius and his ilk stole the World Stone to create Sanctuary, Malthael became consumed with discovering its whereabouts. As the Archangel of Wisdom, he was tortured by his inability to recover the sacred artifact.
Where is he now?
Some say he haunts the silent halls of Pandemonium, forever seeking answers to the unknowable mysteries of life and death.
What is the prime evil?
It is the sum total of all 7 evils housed within one body. There is an ancient legend, known only to a few, of the great dragon Taphamet, who was the original embodiment of evil. The legend says that he was ripped apart during an epic battle with Anu, and that the burning hells are composed of his remains.
Who is Anu?
Just as Taphamet was the ultimate evil, Anu was the ultimate good. It is said by some that the Crystal Arch is all that remains of this great warrior.
Are you saying Diablo wants to become this dragon?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Do you miss your family during these times?
No point in it. I'll never see them again.
Why is that?
My brother's wife thinks I was involved with his imprisonment, and he believes her.
What?
As low as I am, I would never frame him, not even to win her back. They won't hear a word of it. For all the gold I send to them, I receive nothing in response.
I have a gift for you, Lyndon.
Is that so?
Take this gold. When the demons are vanquished, we will go to Kingsport, settle your debt, and free your brother.
I can't accept this.
You must.
I don't know how to thank you.
Well, you could promise not to steal from me.
Well, it was all worth it. Everything. The cuts, the bruises, having to break bread with that Templar. A jest. You are like family to me now. I owe you the world, my friend. But now I'd better shut up before I make myself sick. That was astounding! What you did back there! You're the greatest hero in history. Everyone in Kingsport will know your name if I have my way. They'll sing it for the rest of time. Hell, I will sing right now if you want me to. I can't believe you really did it.
Are those tears in your eyes, Lyndon?
No. It's raining.
It doesn't rain in the heavens.
Well, it does now!
You were gravely mistaken, my friend. I could not see through an illusion of such power, such treachery.
Nor could Leah. It was not your fault.
When I think of what she suffered through, we must find a way to stop Diablo. The Prophet would never forgive me if he knew my part in unleashing this terror upon the world.
I found a strange document on one of the angels' bodies in the high heavens. It is very old, maybe centuries even older than I.
Perhaps we should show it to Tyrael. What does it contain?
I am not certain. The script is very old and foreign to me. When I saw the angel, he was dying. But even though he was in great pain, he reached out to me with the document in his hand, like he wanted me to take it. By the time I approached him, he was still. His spirit had already gone. I spoke with Ethereal, and he helped me translate the document. It was written by an angel who saw promise in humanity. He began to teach a group of young women who had killed the demons their masters summoned.
You and your sisters?
None other. The prophet I have followed for so many years. He was an angel.
That is why Tyrael seemed familiar to you.
Yes, but I do not know whether the prophet was the dying angel I met or not. The writings say that he worked in absolute secrecy. Ethereal knew nothing of them.
Then you must find a new path through the world without him.
You are right. And I hope that path will still be with you, my friend. truly are the one the Prophet promised. You are everything that all the angels and all of humanity could have hoped for. And, well, you're awfully nice too. I cannot believe it all came to pass, just as the Prophet wished. I left everything I knew behind to fight with you. It was the best choice I have ever made.
Wait. Before we face that abomination, there is something you should know. When we first met, I thought you were a fool, bound to pursue a quest you cannot finish. But you have taught me that the quest itself is more important than its outcome. You have taught me a way of life.
I am glad, friend. The knowledge will serve you well, if we survive the next few hours.
Ha! Then let us be about it. Ever since Adria betrayed us, I've been thinking about how Magda used to share the leadership of the Coven with another.
Explain.
20 years ago, just before the darkening of Tristram, they had some sort of falling out, and the other leader disappeared. I think that other leader might have been Adria.
So Magda took the Coven, while Adria found Diablo in Tristram.
Victory at last! There was never a doubt in my mind, friend. You are a true champion. So the Lord of Terror falls. May all the souls ravaged by his evil rest in peace. It's finally over. Many brave souls died in this war. Thanks to us, they did not perish in vain.
I thought I could make my wife's death mean something. It doesn't matter now, does it?
You find meaning in how your loved ones lived, not how they died.
Oh, and you're an expert on loved ones now. Traveling alone your whole life. Seeking redemption for some corrupt faith. Don't lecture me, Crusader.
I've devoted my life to that redemption, Hadrig. Tread carefully.
I'm sorry for what I said before. I was upset. I don't know what it is, but I feel better. Like things can be made right.
Your faith has returned, I see.
Yes, that's it exactly. My wife would not have wanted me to wallow in my misery. She would have wanted me to do everything I could to help you win this battle. And you can win. I know that now.
And I will not do so alone, friend.
When you have lived as long as I, you learn that life is filled with betrayal. But the cruelest always comes at the hands of those we love. I know it must be hard to think of other things, but now we must. All creation rests upon your shoulders.
You sound more serious than I've ever heard you.
Well, these are dark times. Even I must set apart thoughts of Durgis Jewel and dwell upon the fate of the world. But that doesn't mean you have to frown so. Do you think that Leah is lost forever?
Diablo consumed her. She is gone.
Do you not think Leah's soul is stronger than that? But then sometimes I forget that you have not seen everything that I have seen.
You always dodge around the truth. Who are you?
What am I? I am Covetous Shen, of course. No more, no less. To some that has meant one thing, to others another.
When will you give me a real answer?
When the sun sets in the east and the shore swallows the tide. When the moon smiles upon the day and the blind man sees once again.
Soon I will kill Diablo or he will kill me. We come to the end, and so I have a question.
I love questions!
In your many travels, have you ever seen anything that could cleanse the corruption from the Zakarum faith?
Yes, Crusader. I have seen something like that. At any rate, when you defeat Diablo, don't laze about. We have other lands to explore, you and I. Dirge's jewel is still out there somewhere.
Where?
Closer than you'd think. Now go! Kill Diablo! I know what I fear. For long years, I feared the Jewel of Dirges would fall into the wrong hands. That its evil would be unleashed upon our world. But in the sight of this, in the sight of all this destruction, I can hardly look or even think upon a jewel, even one as terrible as Dirges. You must save us.